All right, guys, what's going on? Today, we're going to be taking a look at some hair system transformations on this video right here. But what I'm going to really highlight in this video is those that are starting to lose hair on the sides of their head, right? Because a lot of times what does happen as we go through male pattern baldness is, yes, we do lose it up top, but the sides start getting thinner. So this video is going to look at a couple different hairstyles where I noticed that people are definitely starting to lose some hair on the sides of their head, and kind of walk through my review, if you want to call it that. I'm not in charge of anything here, but basically my thoughts on like what looks good, what doesn't look good, and things to watch out for. So let's just jump on into it, shall we? All right, so this first video that I got right here is actually coming from Hair for All, right? So this guy, he actually has a good amount of hair, right? So if you took a look at the side of his head right here, there's a fair amount of hair that he has. It's pretty dense, and it's not like he's completely lost the hair in this region right here so that it creates that straight line, which we're accustomed to seeing. That being said, you know, he does have some recession, and the one thing I want to point out, right, is, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that we should be avoiding this kind of pompadour style almost holistically across like whatever you're going to do with a hair system. But I really don't think that's the ideal look unless it's just God what you want. Personally, as a stylist, I would never give somebody that look myself. It's just something that I don't believe is like really that quality of a look for somebody, and kind of draws more attention than what we want to the hair. So let's move into the next one though. So this video right here comes from Receding, right? We know hair system Receding. We love everything that they do. So this guy is going to be coming in. He's going to be getting probably a fresh unit right here. So, you know, we do see that he does have some recession on the sides of his head, right? We see this line starting to go backwards, which does happen, absolutely. Now, one of the nice things that they do with his hairstyle right here is they kind of give him curtains in a way. So that way it's partially covering up some of that recession that's going on, which I think makes it a little bit more natural looking. So I think that the curtains can be a good way to kind of mask a little bit of recession right there. But, you know, we do want like the hair to kind of be falling into the scalp when we do have some of this recession right here. You know, I think that we need to be very, very careful about the lines that we're creating, and overall, right, having our hair shorter when it is thinner or there is some recession is definitely going to help. So it's something to keep in mind. Okay, next we're going to take a look at this video, and this one is Hair for All. I'm not trying to pick on Hair for All London right now, but it's just stuff that I'm seeing come down my feed, like most recent hair system videos. So that's why I'm going to use it. But the reason that I'm picking this one out is, let's just talk about it, right? So he's doing a good job in terms of he's using a unit that's much lighter density than what we've been seeing in the past couple of videos. So I like that. You know, we're going a little bit shorter, and it's going to be hard to see because it's at the very tail end of the video. So you'll have to excuse that. But if we look right here, you know, we see that his sides are very receded. They're very far back, right? And this is a tough situation, you know, for a hair system. I want to say hair systems are for everyone, but I actually don't know if really there's the right kind of use case right here when it comes to, you know, hair systems. So I really don't think that this is a natural kind of appearance, right? Where there's a good amount of hair, still a good amount of hair up top, but it's so far receded back. I almost think the move here at this point might be to get SMP on the sides of your head and go with something like, you know, a high fade, I think that's what it's called, but where, you know, it's pretty much skin all the way up. But if we get some SMP, you know, we could probably start to recover some of that appearance of like a natural kind of disguised hair. So, you know, I don't know, but this is getting so close to the edge. I really don't know if this is the right way to do it. Of course, if it makes him feel good, you know, great on him. I don't want to put him down or anything. Now I'm going to be showing one more in this video right here, and it's because I think this is a case of somebody who has good amount of hair loss in terms of on the sides of their head, but at the same time, I actually do think it looks fairly decent, you know, based off of, I think it was like a tasteful chosen, you know, system, the density, all that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at this. So we can see fairly receded on the sides, right? And they're actually cutting the hair way down low, which is pretty cool. But if we take a look at this right here, it's actually like, I kind of like this right here. I think this is fairly tasteful, right? If we come over to the sides again, like right here, like this to me looks pretty good. So all in all, here's the thing, right? Like there's definitely some things that you got to take into consideration, including, we already know the density of your hair system, how much hair you have on the side of your head, but really it's about the style and finding ways to kind of, I don't want to say mask, you know, the hair loss on the side of the head right here, but we want to be able to kind of create like a little bit of a shape here instead of just this hard right angle, because when that does exist, it doesn't look that good, you know? So SMP can be a trick, you know, making sure that you're getting the right haircut. Those are all factors here at play, but watch out for it. You know, as you're looking at like different hair system stylists, things like that, make sure they're kind of taking into consideration that. And if you're kind of in this boat right here where you have a lot of hair loss on the sides of your head, be very careful, you know, because we don't want to create a situation where it's obvious. You know what I mean? The goal here is to try to be as imperceptible as possible. That being said, I hope you found this video useful, and we'll talk soon.